We are in Spain. Joe Louis, the Brown Bomber, one of the most historically important fighters of...
This bout is scheduled for 15 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, and iconic longtime world champion who defended his title for a record of 12 years, introducing a heavyweight champion of the world, the Brown Bomber, Joe Louis. Fighting out of the blue corner, the Olympic gold medalist from Beaufort, South Carolina, the Hall of Famer from the golden era of heavyweights, a heavyweight champion of the world, smoking Joe Frazier.
One of the hottest tickets around. It's standing. And here comes the legend Joe Frazier, Hall of Famer, all-time great. Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. That counter punch caught him clean. And he just missed with that left jab. This fighter's completely content to sit back and let you make the first move. That's where they thrive.
Counterpuncher's my favorite kind of fighter. A good counterpuncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
He threw a punch and just got countered. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Nice idea with the jab, but does not land. It's all offense, all the time. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. They're both going for the KO. It's so obvious. Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
There's a counter shot. Good counter punch. Nice counter shot. When you're fighting a swarmer and you know their goal is to bury their head right in your chest, the uppercut will probably come in handy.
Swarmers, you can go back in boxing history. When you've seen them, when you've seen the best swarmers going, you understand how hard it is. It looks exciting from the outside in. Can you imagine being right in there?
He scored with that jab. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. That counter shot lands. You can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by the bell.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important. You cannot afford to lose it.
Breathe, just get him. Go back and win the round, right? There's only one round that you hit him up, but you'll take him out. He's ready to go. He's absolutely done. You don't want to lose this fight, do you? Come on. You've led him back into this. You're better than this. Go back out there and win the round. Get back behind your jab. Base change too much yet? Keep doing what you're doing. The gaps will appear. You're getting soft on me. The fight's not over yet, but you're still landing your power shots. Good work. Don't forget the jab. You're going to let him back into it. Don't worry about that round. Don't worry. Good work. Just get him on the end.
Unfortunately, this fighter not going to get more time to heal up and get a breather. Right back into the action.
Sticking a few body shots in there. Vary it up a little bit so he can't figure you out. Great.
Here we go. It's round 2. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Catch and shoot. They better start respecting each other's punching power. The straight right just misses. He's got to figure out a way to neutralize that length.
This is poetry in motion. If you've got a great jab, if you've got a long reach, I know, that was me. I'm admiring what I'm seeing here.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Right uppercut just off target. That uppercut's blocked. That big hook doesn't land. Nice counter punch right up the middle. As it is in most heavyweight fights, don't blink because one big shot and this thing could be over. These two were made for each other. Can't land that jab. Good counter punching. Punch, counter punch. So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. How about that time counter shot? This is a battle royale between two heavyweight bombers. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
Put your mind back on the drive. Get back out there and win the round.
Okay, I'm happy. I like that round. Good work.
Just stay the round off. Win the round on your jab. And breathe when you're stepping on.
Keep smart. Good work there. The jabs are working nice.
Now it's a tougher fight and he's going to be confident. You got to take that confidence away. Go out in the first minute, stick him on the end of your jab, and then start gathering your pace and win the round back.
Doing what you're doing, the gaps will appear. You were
Get your mind back on the drive.
It's a terrible your power shots. Good work. Don't forget the jab and don't get carried in this guy.
You're way better. He's not in your league.
Don't be looking there for one shot at a time.
Time winding down as we get set to jump back in the action.
The fight's not over yet. You
Got it. He's hurt, he's ready to go, but you've got to be smart, otherwise he'll see it and he'll...
Let's get it started in round 3. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Well, Johnny, it's still early on, but what do you think about what we're seeing so far?
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong, because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
Nice counter. We wanted action, and they are delivering. Well done with that counter shot. Jab slightly off target. Beautiful counter punch. They exchange punches. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. One punch could change everything in this battle. And he scores with the counter. One punch changes everything in this division. It's the heavyweights.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Both men step back for just a moment. And he just misses with that jab. Those counter punches have to hurt. Neither one of these fighters want to see the judges' scorecards. They both want the knockout. Beautiful counter shot. The perfect counter lands. No rest for the weary. The straight right just misses. A perfect counter shot. Nice counter shot. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what? Next round, you're getting it. You're going to get it. Kitchen sink.
Great round, great round. Now relax. Just stay focused. Breathe when you're stepping around. You're starting to make mistakes. Smart. Just get him on the end of the jab. You're getting your drive.
Get back out there and win the round. You've been coasting this fight, and now you're going to let him get back in. Now it's a tougher fight, and he's going to be confident. You got to take that
Aim again. Don't change too much yet. Keep doing what you're doing. The gaps will.
and then start gathering your pace and win the round back.
Think you were loading up, but you were still landing your power shots. Good work.
Don't focus on what you're doing. You don't want to lose this fight, do you? Come on.
Remember what you're doing. Good work. Good
And
work.
that'll do it for the time between rounds as we get set to get back in the action.
Basics.
Great work. Stay focused. Don't let him back into the fight. Great round. Don't.
Here we go to the fourth round. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Well, Johnny, we're in the early stages here. What have you seen so far?
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Nice counter punch. The courage on display here is incredible. Perfect counter shot. Trying to land that jab. Nice counter. The straight right just misses. Well, Johnny, I know it's still early on, but have you been surprised by anything you've seen?
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
Pretty close fight here in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Neither fighter willing to slow down. Good counter punch. Swing and a miss with the jab. Well, Johnny, we're a couple rounds in. What are you seeing so far?
Todd, look back in history. Sugar Ray Leonard against Roberto Duran. The first fight, Sugar Ray Leonard tried to fight, stand there toe-to-toe with him. The second fight, he thought, this guy's aggressive. He's nasty. He'll do everything to get the win. I've got to box him. I've got to frustrate him. I've got to humiliate him and show him how good a boxer I am. That's the only way you beat an aggressive fighter. Show your boxing skills. Step out the way. Don't fight fire with fire. Use brain over brawn.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. That bell could... There's the bell to start round 5. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
That counter punch caught him clean. The right hook misses. And this is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. Generally speaking, you don't watch heavyweights to see a boxing match. You want to see a fist fight.
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
There's a counter shot. Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. Good counter punch. The perfect counter lands. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Big hook. Good thing it didn't land. Good counter punching. That counter shot lands. No rest for the weary. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Nice counter. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Punch, counter punch. The straight right just misses. He threw a punch and just got countered. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. What would you tell the... There's the bell to start round 6. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Beautiful counter shot. A perfect counter shot. You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Good counter punch. This fighter's certainly not going to outthrow their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, feel up. I wouldn't be surprised if they stop this fight considering the swelling and the bruising. A little bit of a surprise here as the referee says we can continue. A perfect counter lands. Throws the jab, but it doesn't score. The only fear you have with this heavyweight is has he punched himself out? You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
How about that time counter shot? Walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. This is the heavyweight division. One punch could end this fight.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
Nice counter shot. Lucky that hook didn't score. He threw a punch and just got countered. Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. The game plan does not seem to be working here. What's he have to do different? There's the bell to start round 7. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get sucked in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always Smoking Joe may go. What's keeping Joe Frazier on his feet?
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
You can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be part. Down goes Joe Frazier. What a knockout headshot. Let's watch it again. And they knew. 1, 2, 3. So back into the fray again, but how much do they have left?
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your eagle's hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get up, suck it up, and think, right, I'm back in the game again. It's so hard for a fighter.
Halfway, that's a lot of swelling. The referee taking a good look at it. Is he going to stop it? The referee says they're okay to fight. We'll keep fighting. Nope, that jab not going to score. They hit like heavyweights, but they move like middleweights. Truly elite level stuff here.
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close round.
Hook was off target. Those counter punches have to hurt. Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't? Nice. Looks like he's going to survive the round here, but just barely. The fighter's vision is paramount, and the referee may stop it here. And the referee will stop it. This fight is over.
Time was of the essence, and it was a matter of time when this happened.
Well, Johnny, complete and total domination, a stoppage victory. How do you rate the performance?
What's next? A TKO makes it so confusing because you think, what would have happened if the